Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy K Dub. I'm coming to y'all with a quick video. We want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets right now. They've been surging. They've been moving up third in the Eastern Conference. They switched their season around, and they're looking pretty good. Right now, I wouldn't say like I still think they're like a piece away to actually being like real contenders, but you never know. So, but we're gonna get into that later. Right now, I just wanted to give them some love, man. Ever since Steve Nash got fired, I mean, Jacques Vaughn, he picked it up, man. The team been behind him. Guys been getting things done. Right now, they got the second best offense in the league behind Boston. Their defense is 12th in the league. In the last 10 games, if I'm not mistaken, their defense has been like top 10 in the league. Which that's a good recipe, especially for the type of offense that the Nets have. That's a good look for them. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to come here real quick, man. We gonna give a few players on the Nets some love, but let's start off with Kyrie, man. Kyrie, it was a lot going on with Kyrie. A lot of people were saying, yeah, look, KD and Kyrie are 2-6. Then I remember when Kyrie got suspended, the Nets went on they had like a road trip where they went like 4-2 or something like that, or 5-1, something like that. And everybody were like, oh, look. Not everybody, but some people are like, oh, look, the Nets are playing better without Kyrie. And, they started losing some games, and, they were just looking bad. Like, this season was looking bad for them again. Then Steve Nash gets fired. Jacques Vaughn took over the coaching. Kyrie comes back from suspension. In the last 18 games, they only lost 3 times. They won 15 times. I'm not hearing too many people talk about how the Nets have been winning now that Kyrie came back. And not to give Kyrie all the credit, you know what I mean? It's not just because of him. Just like early on in the season when the Nets were 2-6, it wasn't just because of Kyrie being there. Even Nash, I don't think it was just because of Nash. But Joe Harris wasn't really playing. A big part of what they're doing. Seth Curry wasn't really playing. Another big part of what they're doing. And Ben Simmons was still kind of getting into things. He just wasn't looking like the Ben Simmons we know. But he's slowly starting to pick it up. TJ Warren wasn't in the lineup. And now I feel like now this is the Nets team everybody been waiting for a long time. He was always something. But right now, they're kicking it in. We could talk about Nick Claxton, man. Nick Claxton, he's that player who's been a project, and I feel like the Nets are a better team now because of his progression. You know what I mean? He's like first of all, he's a player who could guard 1 through 5. Which that's a big that allows him to switch on defense. He protects the paint pretty well. The only thing with Nick is he's too small, he's thin, so he could get banged down. He could get banged up in the post, and that affects rebounding also. So, and that's the place where I feel like the Nets have to like find something. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, right now Ben Simmons is like their strongest player, and Ben Simmons can't really bang with the centers in the league down below. You know what I mean? Especially the players that he has to be able to guard to get out the East. Even if he was to get to the West, it'll be tough for him. So I feel like that's the place where the Nets got to improve. But for now, they've been doing pretty good, guarding the ball. Even rebounding. They've actually gotten better, but I still see that as a weakness of theirs. They got the length, but they're thin. You know what I mean? And rebounding, it really comes down to that. Like, it's only so much you could do. Like, you could put a body on somebody, but if I could bump you out the way and put you under the rim, it doesn't matter. So, I think the Nets, if they could make a move, get a player who could rebound, that'll really change their season, I feel like, you know. Then when it comes to offense, the offense is looking real smooth right now. They got so many threats. And I mean, TJ Warren is getting back to things. And he's a player that could make things happen. You know what I mean? He could get some things done in ISO. You know, he could create disadvantages on you know, when teams close out. You know, so that's a pretty big piece for them. And I feel like it gives him another big wing to be out there. You know what I mean? As good as Seth Curry is, when you in a series when he plays against the teams like the Boston Celtics, you know, he makes it tough for him to play because he can't really guard. You know what I mean? So they gonna really need TJ Warren to be a threat out there offensively, and he's starting to pick it up. Then of course with Ben Simmons, I feel like they're gonna have to find a role for him too. You know, his offense makes it hard at times, but he brings so much on defense that they gotta play him, you know. So I think the Nets right now, they figuring some things out. Like, they starting to pick it up. It's gonna be interesting moving forward just to see what else they do. And right now they're on a 9-game winning streak. You know, at first I was thinking like this winning streak might be they were playing teams that were not that good, missing players. But now, you know, this back-to-back wins they just had against the Bucks and the Cavs, pretty impressive. You know what I mean? Like, the Bucks, top defensive team in the league. The Cavs got the best defensive team in the league. And the Nets being able to handle both teams kind of, you know, not easily. You know, like the Cavs came back at the end, but they had a comfortable lead, blew it up to like 20. So I think this stretch has helped the Nets now. And they're starting to figure some things out. It's just a matter of health now, you know. And I still think, like I said, they need to add one more piece. And I think they be in good shape, man. Other than that, man, if you're new here, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to be more consistent as far as content. And y'all let me know what teams I need to be talking about. And I'll try to do a better job of covering other teams, which, I mean, I will do. I'll be covering teams, players, just plenty things on this channel. So, hey, if you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned, man. It's your boy K-Dub, and I'm going to holla at y'all. Peace.